Long ago, in a quiet village surrounded by thick forests and red-earth roads, there lived a traveling trader named Obina. He was known across many villages for selling fine fabrics, spices, and shiny beads from distant lands. Though he was hardworking and respected, Obina carried a sadness in his heart. He had no family of his own. Every market season, he traveled alone. One evening, while returning from a distant village, heavy rain forced him to seek shelter beneath an ancient tree near an abandoned shrine. As thunder roared across the sky, he noticed a young woman sitting calmly beneath the rain as though water could not touch her. She was breathtakingly beautiful. Her skin glowed like bronze under lightning flashes, and her eyes were strangely bright in the darkness. "What is your name?" Obinna asked. The woman smiled softly. "My name is Ada." Obinna was surprised. No traveler passed that dangerous forest alone at night. "Where is your family?" he asked. Ada lowered her eyes. "I have no one." Something about her voice touched Obinna deeply. Out of kindness, he offered to take her back to his village until she found a place to stay. Ada agreed. As weeks passed, the villagers became amazed by Ada's beauty and kindness. She cooked wonderfully, spoke gently, and brought unexpected luck to Obina's business. Soon, his once empty home became filled with joy and laughter. Not long after, Obina married her, but on the night of their wedding, Ada gave him one strange warning. "No matter what happens after sunset," she whispered, "never light a lamp near me while I sleep." Obinna laughed softly, thinking it was harmless superstition. He promised. For many months, their marriage was peaceful, but then strange things began to happen. Every night after sunset, Ada locked herself inside their hut before sleeping. Sometimes, Obinna heard whispers coming from inside. Other nights he heard crying or laughter that did not sound human. One night he woke suddenly to the sound of an old woman coughing inside the room. Terrified, he slowly pushed the door open. In the darkness he could barely see the shape of someone sitting beside the bed. Not Ada, an old woman with white hair. Obinna stumbled backward in fear, but by morning Ada appeared young and beautiful again, as though nothing happened. Days passed, and Obinna's fear slowly grew. The next night, he heard the voice of a little girl singing inside the room. Another night, he heard a man's deep laughter. Then, another night, there was complete silence. The villagers began whispering, "Your wife is not ordinary. She came from the forbidden forest. She may be a spirit." But Obinna loved Ada too much to believe them. Still, curiosity slowly poisoned his heart. One evening, unable to control himself anymore, Obinna hid an oil lamp beneath the bed. After Ada fell asleep, he quietly lit it. The tiny flame revealed something horrifying. Ada's face was changing, first into an older one, then into a child, then into a scared warrior, then into a crying pregnant woman, then into a blind man, and into a smiling stranger. Her face twisted and shifted like flowing water until finally, returning to her normal form, Obinna screamed. Ada's eyes opened immediately. For the first time since meeting her, they glowed completely white. "You broke your promise," she said softly. The room suddenly became freezing cold. Ada stood slowly from the bed. "My mother was a river spirit," she confessed. "My father was human. I was born carrying seven souls inside one body. Every night the souls revealed themselves." Obina trembled in fear. I never wanted to harm you." Ada continued, "But now that you have seen my true nature, I cannot remain here." Tears filled Obina's eyes. "No, please stay," he begged. But the wind outside began to roar violently. The walls of the hut shook. Ada stepped backward toward the darkness. When the seventh face fully awakens, she whispered, "Death follows." Then suddenly she vanished. Only her beads remained on the floor. After that night, Ada was never seen again. But villagers say that during heavy rainstorm, travelers crossing the old forest sometimes meet a beautiful woman sitting beneath a tree. If she smiles at you, she may follow you home. And if you hear different voices inside your room after sunset, never light a lamp. Follow and subscribe for more stories like this. Thank you.